is an acronym that stands for recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. So before we begin, you want to pick any incident that happened within the last 24 hours that triggered an emotional reaction. Nothing huge. Maybe somebody stepped in front of you in line, or you missed a important call, just anything that kind of triggered an emotional reaction. Because what we're exploring through this mindfulness exercise is those things that get us going, as our buttons, so to speak. Allow the sound of the chime to call you to presence. Finding a comfortable position where you can be relaxed physically, but still awake and alert. You might want to start with a few conscious deep breaths, some shoulder rolls, big exhales, whatever allows you to settle and feel comfortable. Either keeping your eyes open with a slightly lowered gaze and softened, or closing your eyes. Draw your attention to your breath, allowing it to return to its normal rhythm. Nothing to change, fix, or control. Simply noticing your breath and noticing that you're breathing. Allowing yourself simply to be with the breath. Almost as if the breath were breathing you. And shift your awareness to the sensations of the points of contact you have, perhaps with the ground beneath you or your seat. Just holding an awareness of the entirety of your body. And then shift your attention to the incident that you've brought with you today. And allow it to come very much alive for you in your body and in your mind's eye. Recreate the situation. Noticing whatever people may be about, the setting, any particular sounds or scents. Let's bring that feeling alive for you. And also bring alive the reaction or the feelings you had to whatever it is that triggered you in any way. And allow yourself to just recognize for a moment what it was that you were feeling. Perhaps, was it anger? Was it frustration? Irritation? Sadness? Happiness? Can also work on something that brought you a big feeling of joy. Just identify what it is that you felt in that moment, or multiple things you may have felt. Try naming them and sensing them. And as you recognize the different feelings that you experienced in this situation, allow yourself to simply say yes. Allow that experience to be without judgment, without changing, without wanting you to feel differently. Even if you're angry at yourself because you got irritated, just notice the irritation. Yes, irritation, and yes, annoyance that I'm irritated, or whatever it is. That's just an example. naming the variety of emotions, and then allowing by saying yes. And if you're uncomfortable with allowing, noticing that as well. Yes. Discomfort. Yes. Judgment. Yes. I like this, or I don't like this. And as you continue to explore the feelings around this incident, we're going to investigate a little bit further, noticing, if you can, where in your body this variety of emotions are most alive for you. And take your time. You might notice sensations in the jaw or the throat, around the eyes. You may notice in the chest or shoulders an opening or contracting. Continue to allow and notice. Perhaps you have sensations in your gut, maybe the arms or the hands. Hands often have a lot of energy. Noticing the legs or the feet. Urge to move or freeze. Just investigating where in your body you feel the emotions that you identify. And as you perhaps focus on the strongest area, now try to look a little bit deeper. What are you saying to yourself about that feeling? Is there a story underneath it? For example, here we go again, or oh, or explore a little deeper. What am I believing about this instance? What am I assuming? What are my expectations? Just noticing. And if you find a strong story, keep looking deeper, look underneath it. Are there any fears? Memories? Desires? Wants? What are you saying to yourself that's bringing extra energy to this situation? You're taking your time. Are there some stereotypes, judgments, assumptions? A little bit deeper, what's going on? And as you have identified perhaps a few things, ask yourself, how best can I nurture myself in this moment? You might want to place a hand on your heart or hold your hand in your hand. Any gesture that feels like you're extending some support and self-care. How best can I attend to myself? What is it that I most want? Or what is it that I need? What can I give myself that will ease what I'm feeling? Offering yourself comfort, acceptance, support, acknowledging that you're only human. You return to the breath, noticing that you're breathing. Being with the breath. And then going back to observing sensations in the body, noticing if there's been any kind of shift. And sensing back into your feet on the ground or the sensations of the points of contact wherever you may be sitting. Breathing. Noticing that sense of energy and aliveness. And congratulating yourself for taking this time for your own self-care. Perhaps rolling the shoulders, taking a little stretch, enjoying a yawn, reconnecting back with your environment. And often after rain, it can be very helpful to just jot down or reflect for a moment on what you observed. You may, over the course of the day, continue to receive insight from your experience. So allow yourself to sit and rest with this inner work that you've done. Thank you so much.